Really, that is
Alright.
some serial killer shit.
Welcome back, everybody, to another ITRAD Fantasy podcast. Sorry we couldn't have a podcast last week. It was Thanksgiving, so I hope everybody enjoyed their turkey, enjoyed their meals. Eddie, maybe your shepherd pie was good. I don't know. I know you had some bland ass turkey, boy. That shit was probably dry. But so
Probably includes
we
cranberry,
are
boy.
we are 1 week away from entering the playoffs now. This is a very big week for a lot of people. We have a lot of people on edge here. We have a couple, I think only one or two teams that aren't in playoff contention anymore. So almost everybody's still in it to win it right now.
It's weird because both of your hosts are the two people.
Yeah, but the fantasy analysts.
Really, the experts and shit.
And stop.
It didn't end up well for us.
All right, so we'll start off with a nice week in review. So we saw some pretty good performances last week by some players. Simon put up 170 points for the third week in a row. But he did lose Melvin Gordon going into the playoffs now. Juju Smith had 40 points. I think there was a lot of players that went over 40, not 40 points, at least 35 points. Then we had Team Impala pull out another dub on that Monday night game. He had Hopkins shit the bed for Kevin there. Sheck West Fan Club beat Brooklyn Treyway 141-112. Diego had a nice performance by Cousins, Kenny and Drake. Tyler Lockett put up 23 points.
Barely.
Team X beat Fear Petus Tigers 160-139. He had Saquon Barkley go off for 35 points. He had Luck 25, Aaron Jones 18. Amari Cooper did have 40 points. It was looking good for Sonny Thursday night. It was looking good for him. But unfortunately, he did not make the right starts anywhere else on his team. James White had 8 points. Golden Tate was started with 7 points. Lamar Miller and Corey Davis both had 25 points on the bench. He starts Corey Davis all the time. This week he doesn't start him and he goes off for 25 points. I don't get it.
Doesn't make sense how he has an 8-4 record. It literally just doesn't
Then
add up.
we had a heartbreaking loss for Suck My Dicka. 143.9 to 143.2 came down to Eric Ebron's last touchdown there. Tough loss there.
Eric Ebron go. Eric Ebron go.
It's the story of the season. Yeah, fuck Eric Ebron.
So, as you can see, we do have two guests here, two teams that are still in the playoffs. So we can start with Diego this week. Diego, who are you playing this week?
I'm playing Simon, also known as Bitch Boy.
Oh, fucking snakes, I heard.
Done for this week. And if I have to play him in the playoffs, he's done that week too. So, just so you know, I'm coming for you, Gal. I'm coming for you.
Hey, I'm behind you. Get that motherfucker out of there.
Yeah,
Wait,
get
Justin,
him out of here.
Justin, do we have beef right now?
Yes, please protect the environment.
Fuck the environment. Fuck the
Wait, I just want
environment.
to shout out my sponsor real quick. Claritin.
Oh, shit.
For a better springtime.
Silicon Valley versus Sheck West Fan Club. Right now the projected score is 140-134. Simon is missing Melvin Gordon this week. It looks like Carlos Hyde will be filling in that role. Might not be a bad start. Leonard Fournette is suspended for this game.
TJ Yeldon, baby. I got it.
Maybe he could always get those goal line carries.
He might get the start actually for my
That's
team.
a running back committee, bro. It's not good.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson versus San Francisco. That's a little bit of favorite matchup. He's got Zeke tonight playing the red hot New Orleans Saints.
Who that nation, baby? Let's go.
Who that nation, stand up.
All I want to say before we start on Zeke, he's going up against a really good run defense the past couple weeks.
Tyron Smith's out too. That's big. You know, that's like an all-pro tackle.
I'm really looking for the Saints to come clutch.
I think Diego's gonna pull this off. Fuck Simon.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Diggs versus New England, Smith-Schuster versus the Chargers. But this is a revenge game here. Schuster is playing against his former team, being Sheck West Fan Club. He was traded off to Silicon Valley
Yeah,
earlier
you
this
get
season.
off like a dog. You just gone, just getting thrown all over the league.
Also, Simon does have Tyreek Hill versus Oakland. That could be a problem. I see that as the biggest threat this week for you, Diego.
Yeah, I agree. Tyreek Hill could go in like 8 points at the half and end up with 40 somehow.
Exactly.
I wouldn't worry too much though. I don't think he only scores like crazy amounts in like big games, like against the Patriots and Rams and shit. Like when they really need him. Like I think they're gonna like Chris Conley will have 2 touchdowns or something. Like, he'll be all right.
On Diego's side, he's got Goff versus Detroit, Drake and Coleman. Coleman's playing Baltimore. That's one of the best defenses right now in the league. Antonio Brown versus the Chargers. Now, what I see this game also coming down to is who's going to go off there for the Steelers because it's going to be a big offensive game. Either Schuster or Brown is going to end up going off. Kareem Hunt though is also on Diego's side playing Oakland as well. So we got a lot of same matchup teams here. We have Schuster versus Brown. We have Tyreek and Hunt. It's looking to be pretty good matchup here this week.
Pretty close.
Now the winner of this gets what place?
It really depends on Sonny. If Sonny loses and I win, then I get third place. Yeah, third.
I think you clinched already though.
I
Diego.
clinched already, so I don't really care if I lose. But I just don't want Simon.
But Simon has to
If
win
Simon
to get
wins, does he go down? He goes down to 4th only. So
No, wait.
4th and
I don't
5th are the
know.
same thing. It don't even matter.
yeah, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Well, he has because if Eddie wins or like literally if Eddie, Kevin, or Julian wins, then Simon can be knocked out of the playoffs. I think.
Really?
I think two.
No,
or
Eddie can't win. Eddie can't if Eddie wins because Eddie has one more loss than him already.
Yeah, but he can outscore him in points for.
Yeah.
And if
that's true.
Kevin wins too.
Yeah,
Wait,
we
there's a
can
chance he
win by
doesn't
a
make
lot,
it.
though.
Kevin's point score like.
Kevin's
Oh yeah,
point
Kevin's
score
point
is
score is
low, so I don't
terrible.
know.
Never
There's a
mind.
By like 400.
I don't know.
Eddie, we see your matchup this week against Team X. Now that's going to be a tough one. You are projected to win right now by 15 points, but we know how that always goes.
Oh yeah.
Have Cam Newton versus Tampa Bay, which is a pretty good matchup. McCaffrey versus Tampa Bay. Gurley versus Detroit. Michael Thomas tonight versus Dallas. DJ Moore versus Tampa Bay. So you're starting Moore this week and benching Boyd versus Denver. Tell us about that.
Well, that could change if Gus Fring ends up going down injured. Tyler Boyd's gonna get slid right back in because he's dealing with an ankle injury apparently. So I don't know. Because what's his name? DJ Moore's been doing pretty good the past couple of weeks. So I'm gonna ride the hot hand here. If I started him last week, I would have won, but I'm gonna give him a shot this week. Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, I have a question for you.
Well, let's hear it.
Why do you have 3 defenses and 1 being Green Bay?
I don't know, cause
Green Bay is definitely for the playoff schedule.
yeah, who do they play? They play somebody. I don't know.
They have
Yeah,
really-
they play
have
they play the Bears. They're trash. So
They're not getting the stuff. They'll be dropped by then. I think I just picked them up just so no one else could use them against me, probably.
Oh, thanks, Ed. I
oh,
was
good
trying to
idea,
pick
Ed. Wow, like
Wow, aren't you a fucking genius? Like
one.
Nick was
You bet
no
you're about
one's
to be
ever
knocked
thought
out of the
about that
playoffs,
before.
Ed. You're about to be knocked out, boy.
Ed, did you clinch or no? You didn't clinch?
No, if I win, I'm in, or if
You lose,
Sonny
you're out.
and Kevin both lose, I'm in.
So right now, what we're looking at, if we go over to the playoff bracket, we have Team Impala at number 1, Team X at number 2, both teams with a first-round bye. Then we have Fear Petus Tigers at 3, Check West Fan Club at 4, Silicon Valley at 5, and Suck My Dick at 6. So that would be right now Diego versus Simon, and then Eddie versus Sonny in the first round of the playoffs. Not far behind, Philly Specialists at 7, Can't Hide My Chub at 8, Numero Uno at 9, and Brooklyn Treyway at 10. Also, Castro, you might want to change that Treyway out of your name. Treyway is no longer associated with 6'9".
Yeah, it was all
no
up front.
comment.
He's
No
running
comment.
floor,
No
right?
comment. I will not speak on Takashi's name like that on this podcast. I'm sorry.
Wait, this
Anyway.
is a football podcast.
I love how Ed's like not even in the loop. He's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Give me the loop.
Dumbass boy. So let's look at these points for. Right now, it looks like Kenny would end up with the highest points for if he doesn't outscore Nick. With right now, he's sitting at 1,839.1, and Nick is behind him at 1,825.3. And we have a pretty big drop-off after that. Our next highest... Actually, no, not that big of a drop-off. I lied. Simon actually with the third highest scoring, 1,795.3. Then we have Sheck West Fan Club at 1,703.7. Suck My Dicko, 1,000... Oh, wait, no, Eddie's higher, right? Yeah, 1,740. Julian... No, who has the lowest points for now? Castro, actually. Sitting at 1,355.1. Now, that is almost a 500-point drop-off from first place. That's crazy. That's like a whole 3 weeks of points there. But, I mean, Kenny has had his high-scoring games.
Kenny didn't he have like 200 something points?
He had like 240 one week or something.
237 to be exact.
That was crazy.
We have some teams on a winning streak here. Silicon
Wait,
Valley is
don't I have the largest points against too? Yeah, I do.
Didn't Kenny do that against you, Castro?
Yeah, he did. I have the highest points against in the league, so I don't think it really mattered.
Back to those matchups though. We have Can't Hide My Chubb at numero uno. I'm looking to play spoiler this week, hopefully, because Julian's playoff hopes still aren't dead. I'm pretty sure he's still in the race for playoffs. And he does have Austin Eckler this week, too, which was very lucky of him.
Yeah,
He's been on his bench for like 8 weeks.
Yeah, because I dropped him and he got him. But the thing is that Austin, like when Melvin Gordon was injured that other game, they weren't even using Austin Eckler. I think he only got like 11 points anyway. So I don't think it really matters. And they're playing.
Still opens up the room for a high ceiling for him.
I picked up Justin Jackson though.
Eckler's a vulture. Eckler's a touchdown vulture. They put him in at the goal line. Fucking piece of shit.
He does have Nick Chubb too at Houston. He's starting Josh Gordon against Minnesota this week.
He must not want to make the playoffs.
He's got Eric Ebron at Jacksonville. You don't really know how Ebron's gonna do. He had that one goose egg that week, but he had 3 touchdowns, then a goose egg, and then he had 2 touchdowns this week. So you never really know what you're gonna get out of Ebron.
Yeah.
On my side, hopefully, Carry On John. Carry On. Did he get announced out or no?
No idea.
Christian Thompson may be looking to make a return this week.
Oh, just in the nick of time.
Last bone.
Oh boy.
He's supposed to be returning to action. He was a full participant in practice today, so this would be a great time for him to come back. They got a divisional matchup against Philly, who I don't really know what to think about Philly right now. I don't know really to call them a good or bad team.
No, they're trash.
I wouldn't say they're trash. They're just like
Cam Newton came back on them and spanked them. Like, literally.
But that all right. That Panthers offense is fucking ridiculous.
No.
CMC. Run CMC, baby.
Couldn't win with 50-point CMC. I mean,
yeah, you also couldn't beat Julian, Ed. You couldn't beat Julian. We started.
Wait, Justin, I have a
4
question for
Browns
you.
players.
What?
Justin, I have a question for you. Have you used John Brown at all, or is he just rotting?
I actually used him. I think I started him once.
I think he used the 1 week against me. I remember.
Yeah.
Did he go off? I think he did, right?
Yeah, I think he had 20. No, wait. Did he have 28 points? I forget what.
Nah, he had like 12 or he didn't do much.
Yeah, no, I think I traded for him in week 8, right after he had that 28-point game, and ever since then he hasn't really been doing anything. And plus Lamar Jackson's playing now, so it's not like they're really gonna be having that many deep balls. I think how's Matt Breida been doing for you ever since that trade?
Matt Breida has been putting up like RB2 numbers as expected, like fucking like 14 points and shit a game. Last week he got 19.
Yeah, last week Matt Brady did have a pretty good game. He had 30
Not good
against the
enough,
Giants.
Well,
Not good
the first week it was against Oakland. He had 5, and then that was like the first week I got him. Then he went to the Giants and dropped 30. Then he went on a bye week, and then he dropped 19 against Tampa Bay, and now he has Seattle this week.
Yeah, I had a lot of players that I traded for after they had some hot games and just fell off after that.
Yeah, I like
Well,
Matt Brady, but he might be benched for TJ Yeldon this week, though. I don't know yet.
We do have another underdog matchup, should I say? Team Impala versus Brooklyn Treyway. How do you feel going into that game?
Looking to try and get my revenge. Maybe I mean
Dirty.
Gronk came back last week and he did pretty hot, but somehow apparently he's questionable already. He was limited in practice today, and Tom Brady is also questionable.
Well, Tom Brady's gonna play.
What if they both
they're-
go and play?
Yeah,
Like,
Tom Brady's going
what would
to play.
happen?
And Matt Breida is also questionable, so my team's just injured.
Matt Brady's
now.
always questionable.
Well, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure they
And
took out,
Sanders. Sanders is also questionable too.
the reason everyone's questionable is because they took out the thing probable. So,
Yeah, they took out the probable.
It's whatever.
I don't know
though.
who sat
expect-
down and said we need to get rid of the probable fucking
fuck
injury
probable.
status.
Hey, yo,
I'm
fuck
looking
Big
for-
detriment to like fantasy.
I'm looking for revenge. How does this affect Kenny? Does his seeding? That's pretty much it.
I think the difference between 1 and 2, maybe if Nick beats me and he lose, I think they have the same record.
Actually, if I beat him, then he'll go to 8-5, and then if Nick beats you, then he'll go to 9-4. Then if
Oh, yeah.
Sonny beats, who's he playing? Justin.
Kevin,
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah, he's playing.
I hope to
Kevin.
God he beats Kevin.
That was the other matchup we didn't get to. We have Fear Peters Tigers versus Philly Special, the roommate matchup here.
Oh yes.
Sonny
probably
is starting
good.
Corey Davis again this week. Might be too little, too late though.
What?
Oh, here it goes. Here it comes.
Did he mute himself? Dude, I think he said what? I think he said the channel. I am pretty sure.
Ed, what's the problem?
What channel was it? It was definitely the channel.
No comment.
It was
Ed,
the
did
channel.
Netflix turn off?
It was the
No.
channel. It was the channel. I'd admit to it.
Ed, come on. Anyway,
It was the channel. I said he was like channel blah blah blah. That's what he said.
Big Ben.
Look at him. Look at him.
No. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just get into these pickles since we got everything right now.
Fuck it.
So first matchup, can't have my Chubb versus numero uno. Eddie, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with you this week. I think Julian shoots himself in the foot like usual. So yeah, I'm gonna go with numero uno.
Diego?
I have numero uno just because I don't think the Browns are gonna. He's staying with the Browns, and I
Is
don't
he-
think they're gonna be this good again. I don't
No,
know.
I think he's only starting. No, he's
Probably
not,
Chubb and Juke Johnson. He starts both running backs.
Is he starting with Johnson or no?
no, he's not. He's not starting.
All right, that was a big
He's
mistake.
starting
Alright.
Eckler and Chubb.
And he
Eckler and
still won. He still won, Ed.
Yeah, I
He
know
started
that.
Duke.
I mean, his team put up a decent amount of points.
I
143
picked up
points.
Baker Mayfield too, so we couldn't have him. Then I dropped him. I'm like, all right, wait, what's he really gonna do? Oh, here's 4 touchdowns. Oh, no biggie.
Yeah.
Did he
I
start
don't know.
Baker?
Yes.
Why did you keep him on your team, Ed?
I didn't think he was gonna do that good. But looking back, I mean, I do have 3 defenses.
Yeah, there's your
so I could-
bias. There's your bias coming in. You don't like Baker.
I
He's
just-
better than Mitch already.
All right, so I'm
Facts.
gonna pick numero uno, even though it's probably gonna come down to like Eckler popping off or something. But I don't see that happening. So
Yeah, I actually feel pretty confident in my team actually this week. I got a couple good matchups. Hopefully, Christian Thompson will have his revenge game. Actually, he was traded off Julian's team.
Yeah, I'm pulling
My
for you.
team.
You got some Monday night players. I hope they pull it out.
What about you, Castro?
Let's say I'm going the odd man out. I'm
Oh.
gonna have to pick Julian, and
The
I
lone
hate
wolf.
to say it, but there's a lot of ifs in this, right? If Ebron goes off this game like he usually does, if Jack Doyle doesn't
like
take his
he usually
spotlight,
does.
Well,
If he
Jack
takes
Doyle's
his-
in the hospital.
oh, then Ebron's gonna be popping off. You already know he's gonna have like 7 touchdowns this game.
Yeah, how'd you not know Jack Doyle was playing? Got put on IR.
Finals.
Colts
It's
fan
finals
over
week. Finals week.
Yeah, finally.
Anyway, Kenny Galladay has been putting up like 15 a week unnoticed. He's like slept. He's slept on. And Patrick Mahomes is gonna pop off, and Austin Eckler, if he gets like 10 catches this game, then it's definitely game over in my opinion. Very sorry.
All right. Well, next matchup we got Team Impala and Brooklyn Treyway, and I'm not picking you in this one. So I think Kenny.
Listen, I'm just being logical. He's fucking.
I'm
He's
just kidding. I'm kidding.
140.
Are you
This
starting
is
Brady this week? If you start someone other than Brady, you might have a shot. But Brady against Minnesota, he's just not going to do nothing.
Ed, don't tell me who to start. Like, I'm the analyst here. You're a freak, and you have to tell your parents about what channel the game is. So don't try to tell me what to do. All right.
Damn. All right. I'm gonna
Read the
pick.
sign. Read the sign, boy.
I'm gonna pick Team Impala on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Team Impala as well. I think that's a safe pick.
Yeah, it's pretty safe pick there. But Kenny, I mean, he's starting Josh Adams this week. He went off last week, but could just be one of those players, you know. Is that just no? Never mind.
No, that's David.
Next matchup we have is Philly Special versus Fear Pita's Tigers. I honestly, I don't know where to go with this one, just because I do want Kevin to win, but I feel like Sonny's just had that luck all year.
Tally Mark connection.
Something
Tally
just
Mark
might
connection.
go right for him this week. I don't know.
Nah,
I
bro.
mean, I feel like Amari Cooper is definitely gonna lay a. Amari Cooper went off for 40 points last week, so he's already putting up a goose egg tonight. That's just how it goes. That's just like an unwritten rule of fantasy there. Amari Cooper cannot do good 2 games in a row. It's not
That is
possible.
true. It's like a note. It's like a law of like
Yeah,
fantasy
yeah.
football.
I mean, if you even read his stats, ready? 2, 23, 3, 28, 2, 0, 0.
I started them both weeks. He scored
16,
zero.
13, 6, 40. It's just not gonna happen.
Last year he scored 40. Guess what I did the week after? Benched his ass because I knew he was gonna.
That was smart.
Dude, I think Kevin's gonna win this game, bro.
Yeah, I think Kevin wins
He has
handily.
tough matchups. Pittsburgh's facing a good Chargers D. Lamar Miller just came off a huge game, but not like against. He plays at Cleveland now. James White's playing the Vikings. OBJ's playing Chicago, but he's still gonna torch that defense anyway. Corey Davis, that's questionable. Trey Burton.
Yeah, Ed, what do you think is gonna happen with this game, Ed? Do you think the Giants are gonna?
I'm
win?
gonna be there. No, the Giants ain't gonna win. The Bears are gonna fucking win them.
No,
I actually will be at Hard Rock this Sunday too, rooting the Dolphins on against the Bills.
I'm actually also gonna be at the Bears game. Oh.
Oh,
I'm gonna be on the field. Oh.
Yes! and you're gonna be fucking making everyone run out of the stadium. Boy.
it's
Some
gonna be
type
like
of bomb
Bane
threat
in that
shit.
one.
Oh, I was just gonna say
Batman.
that. So the Batman fucking scene.
Ed, when have you seen Batman?
No, Ed, you know where that took
Oh,
place?
March
that took place at Heinz
31st.
Field.
Ed, you only know the Joker parts because he was demented like you, bitch. Fucking faggot.
Anyway, Diego, who'd you have winning this one?
Kevin or Sonny?
Yeah, no shit.
Okay. I think Sonny has it, to be honest. I don't.
Really.
Yeah, his luck is just fucking unbelievable this year. It's honestly ridiculous. And Kevin's team is way too inconsistent.
Yeah, his team is pretty.
Keep sleeping on Kevin.
No,
He's
He's not
Kevin's
making the playoffs, dude.
Kevin's gonna cream him
He
this
has to
week.
win by like 400 to make the playoffs.
No, all he has to do
Kevin-
is win. Because if he wins and I lose, he's in.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Kevin, win. Win.
No,
Fuck
we don't
it.
want Kevin to win. We don't want him.
Kevin,
No,
win.
No,
he's
no,
gonna
no,
win.
no,
He's
no,
No,
gonna
we
win,
do.
but
All right. I want Kevin to win just because I want Ed out.
fuck you.
And is it weird? Ed, is it weird that like the week you were on our show the last time we had more dislikes than likes?
Wow.
Yes, I pay attention to the social blade. Yep, I pay attention.
Moving on, we have next Silicon Valley versus Sheck West Fan Club. Eddie, who do you have win this one this week?
This is probably the toughest one to pick. It could really go either way, but it's hard to pick against Simon and his team. As much as I want Diego to win, it's gonna be Simon probably.
Castro.
I hate to say it.
I'm picking Simon this week, and it is not hard for me, in my opinion, because Tevin Coleman against
Yeah, Coleman
Baltimore.
almost got.
Honestly, I feel like we're gonna know who wins after tonight because if Zeke shits the bed, I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
Simon
Simon's
will
like
win.
Zeke fucking.
I don't
covers
think
him.
he'll shit the
He's
bed.
already down a running back. I don't
I don't think he's gonna shit the bed today. I honestly don't
He's
think
probably
so.
gonna get like 20, like a solid 20. Nothing like
They
extraordinary.
pass the ball to him way too much.
Yeah, now he fucking catches the ball and shit. It's like ridiculous.
like when he hasn't even gone under 15. Oh, actually, he had that 1 week with 6 points.
Yeah, against
But other
Washington.
than that, he hasn't got under 15. So I mean, he might, but I don't know. I still don't like Dio's matchups. The only one I like is like Kareem Hunt, and for some reason he's not in the running back slot. Question mark?
Diego, I'm gonna go with you here. I'm gonna go for you on this one.
Did somebody say Talymar bias? Question mark.
Oh, Talon connection, baby.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Hey, bro fist.
Yeah. No, we're not supporting PewDiePie. T-Series is better. Chloe, shut up.
Fuck! I just got a fucking call from PETA. They said they're shutting our show down.
Oh shit.
Eddie, no, Ed. You get PETA called in you often, weirdo.
Yeah, weirdo. Fucking the possum, Ed. The possum.
Last matchup we have here is Team X versus Suck My Dicka, Diego. Who do you have winning that one?
And this one.
Oh shit,
this
Eddie, your projected points just went down.
Who? Let me
I don't know,
go.
but it went from 160 to 158 now.
I don't know. It's gonna be close actually.
Yeah, he's checking now.
It
He's
depends.
like, ew. What
Oh,
the fuck is
Gus
your
Fring
finger?
went down 2 points. No.
It's gonna be on James Conner popping off this week, and I think he's gonna. So I gotta pick Nick.
Yeah, Ed. You might get a little bit unlucky there if James Conner decides to have one of those games, as I would call it. Todd Gurley. I mean, you do have Gurley and McCaffrey. Hopefully, if McCaffrey can mimic his fucking performance from last week, you'll have a good chance at winning this. But I mean, this is probably one of the best running back like clashes we have probably had all season. We got McCaffrey and Gurley versus Connor and Barkley. So, I mean, I know you're biased and you think Barkley's not going to do anything, but
He's gonna just do good in garbage time.
yes.
L.
Yeah, like-
Eddie,
10 catches.
Ed, you realize that this guy's gonna run like all over your defense, right?
You mean like against Eddie Goldman and Akeem Hicks, like as the defensive
Who and
tackles?
who?
I don't think
Who
so.
and who?
Who's blocking those guys? Like
Wait,
on the
who was
Giants?
that? Who's that again?
Wait, who are those two players? They're irrelevant.
Akeem Hicks and
No,
Eddie Goldman.
irrelevant.
Why do you say his name like that? It's Akeem, not Akeem. It's
Because
Akeem.
he's white and he doesn't know
Akeem
anything
Hicks.
about the English language. That's why.
Team Nick.
Ed, do you not speak Ebonics? Like, come on now. Like,
He speaks.
What's
fucking-
that? What's that? What is that?
I feel like we have strayed away from like the podcast.
Yeah, that's what's fun
Ed,
about most
how?
podcasts.
How?
Most podcasts aren't
How?
supposed to be that way.
I don't know.
Ed, what are we talking about that's off topic?
My knowledge of the English language, how I
Just saying-
pronounce.
You're saying
Ed,
NFL player's name
Wait,
wrong.
Ed, do this. Go like this to the camera.
Anyway, yeah, Ed, I'm pretty sure you're gonna lose this week to Nick. Sorry to tell you right now, but Andrew Luck is gonna be having a career day against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I'm not joking. He might even throw for 5 touchdowns, so it's gonna suck for you.
I wouldn't be surprised. We'll see.
Yeah, actually, my love player of the week.
Jinx.
My love player of the week is Andrew Luck this week.
I think he's gonna put the league on notice this week.
Not
Nope.
even. I mean, I just think that Jaguars defense is just.
Yeah,
so,
no Ramsey this week.
Did you
I
either,
drop
so-
them yet?
I don't-
Did you drop them? You should
No, I
drop
didn't.
them. Just
I-
drop them.
Justin, that should teach
Drop
you a
them right
lesson for
now.
reaching for a defense. Never
All right.
reach for a defense.
First of all, that trade wasn't even bad. I traded Amari Cooper and Saints D for Matt Breida and Jags D, so really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but Matt Breeda's on my team now, so he's enjoying the locker room life.
That trade ended up losing me a game. The Saints defense got me -9 points. -9.
Oh boy!
They only got -8. I would have won, but no, -9 against Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Wait, Ed,
That's-
you have 6 losses like that that are like under like 5 points or something, right?
It's more like under there's like 3 of them under 8 point, and then there's like a couple under 2 points, and then there's one by like 5.
Ed, remember that time you wanted to get a vote to go in and change the score of your game?
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't see the correction. At least we got to the bottom of that shit.
Ed, do you actually think it was realistic that you were going to go into the league settings and
If there was an
change
error,
the score of your game? Why? What error? Like are you above like ESPN's fantasy statistics? Like,
hey, everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone makes mistakes. Ed, do you realize they know people have money on leagues, like, and they're not gonna fuck up? Why would they fuck
How
up?
do they fuck up in the first place?
What? When did they fuck up? What are you talking about?
That's why they have stat corrections.
Ed, because there's fucking
Yes,
8
but it was
games going
final
on at
already.
once. They have 8 games going on at once. What are you gonna do? At least they fix it.
Maybe sometimes they.
Ed, just take this. Ed, just take.
That's
here,
what I ended up
this-
taking.
Castro, who's your love player of the week?
Oh, my love player of the week is gonna be Saquon Barkley against the Chicago Bears. Ed, I'm talking about fantasy-wise, Ed. This man might pop off against the Chicago Bears. And
Can
I'm
I
not
ask,
even
like,
joking.
what makes you think that? Like, hey, I'm playing the
Check
best
downs,
defense
Ed,
in the
check
league.
downs.
Like, now
Ed, checkdowns. He's kind of
Check downs,
cute.
I agree. In the fourth quarter,
Eddie, the Bears defense is not that good.
in the
Ed,
fourth
Ed.
quarter when they're down like 30 points, yeah, he's gonna catch.
Ed,
10.
answer me this. Ed, answer me this. Have you seen a cuter light-skinned running back in the league than Saquon
Oh,
Barkley?
so
Yes
that-
or no?
No, there's no denying he is.
All right, exactly.
Week
So he's trying
Eddie,
to pop off.
Eddie, you guys don't even play that good against good offenses. Like you just beat up on bad teams.
Khalil Mack is
Aaron
literally the
Rodgers-
entire defense.
Aaron Rodgers literally came back. What was the excuse for that defense? Like, I don't understand. Like,
Yeah, any explanation for that?
Early in the season, you're going against a veteran quarterback, but we'll see what happens week 15, and we'll see what happens in February when Lombardi
Stop.
Trophy.
No, no.
February.
Hoisted.
Ed, how much do you want to bet? Do you want to bet like $100? I seriously bet you $100 that they will not be hoisting this year. I guarantee you. I'll bet you $100.
All right, guys.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go.
Exactly. This kid won't bet on his team.
Yeah.
He's
It's been
Scared.
a fun podcast, but
all right,
I gotta say
Diego.
goodbye.
right there. Good luck in your game this
Good
Sunday.
luck this week.
Thanks. Good luck, you guys too.
Ed, who do you have popping off this week? Ed, who do you think is gonna have a good performance? Unbiasedly. Can you hear this kid or no?
Oh, I can't hear this yet.
Did you mute your mic? Check if you muted your mic. Can't hear you, Ed.
Ed, if you're gay as fuck, then don't say shit.
Oh fuck, boy.
Hello.
Oh, there he
Ed,
is.
plug your mic back in. Ed, plug your mic back in now. Justin, I'm sorry they're gonna have to edit this with this kid.
Better.
Yes.
Oh, my love player of the week, despite hating the team, Aaron Jones will probably get like 40 against Arizona. They have like the worst run defense I've ever seen in my life, and they're gonna be up
I've ever
big, and,
seen in my life.
and they're gonna just run the
My
ball down.
my
the field.
hate player this week is actually Nick Chubb. I don't think he's gonna go off against that Houston defense in Houston. I just don't see it. I mean,
I
he's
hear
a
you.
rookie.
Probably like 12, maybe. I don't know. Won't sink the ship.
Nick Chubb is actually he's very. I wouldn't say very, but he's. I mean, that one week when he scored 38, he had that 92-yard run. He doesn't catch that many passes. He's had 2 3-catch games, a 1-catch game, and a 2-catch game. So he's kind of touchdown dependent. So if he doesn't get in the end zone, it might not fare that well starting him this week. What about you, Castro? Who's your hate player?
My hate player. Wait, who did you say, Justin, again?
Nick Chubb.
My hate player is actually going to be Lamar Jackson, starting for Sonny Pita. And last
Wait,
week,
Sonny's starting Lamar
Starting
Jackson?
him? Oh,
no, not Lamar
God,
Jackson,
help
not
me.
Lamar Jackson, Lamar Miller.
Uh,
I don't know why I said Jackson. Anyway, but still, I don't like him because last week he had like a monster game and he was going off.
Yeah.
And now this week, I think he might be doing the recency bias. He also doesn't have anyone on his team to even fill in, so I mean, I guess he has no choice. But I don't think that's a good start right there, and I think that's maybe going to be the reason why Philly Special might win. And because I think his projection is so high, is because actually no, his projection is higher than Sonny's, but Sonny's projection shouldn't be that high. He's at 120, and Lamar Jackson's projection is at 16, which I don't think he'll even get 10. So
And any players you don't think
You
faring
guys
well
gonna
this
call me biased? I don't think he's gonna do. He'll probably score under 20. Saquon Barkley. He's no way he
under
gets over
20
30.
is not a hate player, Eddie. Like
Well, that's who I hate. I don't think he lives up to the
biased.
second overall pick. Expectations.
And you're just dumb. Like that's just what it is.
and why do you just stare like?
Because
that's
this
just
casual,
dumb.
this is why. That is why.
Wait, what's like the little text underneath that? There's like some other stuff.
Does it wait? Does it come up backwards or no?
No,
No,
just
no,
move
wait,
back,
just
move back,
Keep
back
bringing
up.
it up. Keep bringing it up.
No, that was just some doodles I was doing during.
Oh, okay, some
Oh,
hieroglyphic shit.
Yeah,
boy.
it does look like hieroglyphics, right?
Oh fuck.
Boy, this is a thing about to call up fucking Houdini and this shit, boy.
All right, well, we are approaching 40 minutes here, so gonna have to cut it off. But good luck to everyone this week. It's gonna be a very, very interesting week this week. Saints Cowboys tonight. Very important game for a lot
like
of
30 minutes.
matchups. For a lot of matchups. And anything to say, Eddie, before we?
Thanks for having me again. It's been a pleasure. Wish
I
everyone
have
out
something
there
to
watching
say.
some good
I have
luck.
something to say.
Oh shit! I'll just fucking let's hear it.
No, fuck you, Ed. We have our results from the 2018 Turkey Bowl game that happened.
True.
Slime
Shout out.
Team 6 has won against Team Victorious 28-0. Ed, thoughts?
Your own here, both of your own hosts had some pretty good games. I threw 2 touchdowns, definitely went over at least 75 yards.
Both interceptions.
Had at least 50.
Both have interceptions.
Yes,
too.
both had interceptions too on defense. Ed, anything to say about your 0 sack performance?
0 sack
And
performance.
you can't say that 0 sack performance has anything to do with your drafted team. Has to do with Julian.
I didn't have any
Ed,
sacks.
what did I tell you before the game? You will not take me down. And you know what he had to do?
The one
to
time
take
I
me
did
down?
take you down, it was a big
He blindsided me. Blindsided me.
Oh. Yeah, I
Blindsided
tackled
me.
his back.
I was
right?
sitting in the pocket as such.
Demonstrate-
Let's see the
as such.
reenactment. I need to see this.
Ready? Rolled out, broke one, threw the ball, loosened up, and then right fucking there and was just drilled
Oh
into the ground.
yeah, someone's just not used to taking a hit straight on. They got to make up stories
Ed,
and shit.
no, Ed. What? Ed,
And
you're
we have a report for an apparent 2018 New Year's Eve or 2019 New Year's Bowl that's coming up with yours truly, me, and the Hick Boy as captains. That should be a good one.
Yeah, hopefully better than the last one. Hopefully we get some points on the board, like both teams. But we'll see.
With that being said, good luck to all teams this week. And excited to see on next week we'll have the playoff bracket. So
Oh, it'll be good. We'll see what happens.